today we're going to learn two things, planes and coplanar points. Okay? And we're going to use some of the things we learned yesterday for today. So first, it says identifying planes. Okay? So a plane is a flat surface that extends infinitely in all directions. Okay? Now, I want you to think of it as like a piece of paper. On that piece of paper, any points you draw, any lines you draw, it's within that plane. Okay? So we're not drawing on the wall, we're not drawing on the floor, we're drawing on that piece of paper. That's our plane. If we draw on the wall, it's not on that piece of paper, so it's not coplanar. If we draw on the floor, it's not on that piece of paper, so that's not coplanar. But if I draw a piece of paper, let's imagine like this, and I just draw 3 points. These are all coplanar. Okay? Remember, they are on the same plane. Co means joint or together. So let's label these A, B, C. Now, these are all on the same plane. Right? Remember, it's that little piece of paper. Now, tell me, where would I draw point D if it was not on the plane? I'll put it over here. It's not on our plane. And sometimes you have to label it. It'll say like plane F. Okay? So A, B, C are coplanar on plane F, meaning all these points are on the same plane. D is not on the same plane. So we could say A, B, C are on the plane, but D, no, he's not. Another important thing to remember, it says when 3 or more points, okay? 3 or more points, right here, 3 points. So it has to be 3 points on the plane to be coplanar. And it also needs 3 points on the plane to be considered a plane. Okay? So again, to break it down simply, a plane is like a piece of paper, and as long as all your points are on that same piece of paper, it is coplanar. So A, B, C are coplanar, but not D. Okay? So let's look at some of the examples on our homework. Determine whether each set of points determines a plane. Circle yes or no. So, could I make a plane out of these 2 points? I'll give you the answer. It's no. Why? Because we need 3 or more points. This is only 2 points, so this is not coplanar. Or we can't make a plane. If I drew like that, I see 1, 2, but no 3. So your answer should be no. Look here. If I drew a plane like this, are all 3 inside? Yeah. So this one can be used as a plane. I want you to look at number 3 and number 4. Determine it. Alright. 5 through 8. It takes, again, 3 points inside the piece of paper or inside the plane to be coplanar. So if I look at these, are these all inside or is there some outside? Same thing. Are they all inside or outside? All inside or some outside? All inside or some outside? Okay? If they're all inside, coplanar. If there's 1 or 2 outside, not coplanar. Okay. Next, let's go to what coplanar points means. We kind of went over it in the beginning, but now we're given the definitions. It's called a flat plane rule. If 3 points are coplanar, then the line containing 2 of the points is in the same plane. Okay, so let's look at this example and see what they say. Point A and B cannot form a line in plane L because they are not coplanar. Let's look. If I drew a line from A to B, is my entire line inside the plane? No. This is not inside, so it's not coplanar. But what if I said point A and D? What would happen there? So let me draw a line from A to D. Is this entire line inside plane L? Yes. So points A and D are coplanar. If I drew A to C, is that line inside the plane? Yeah. So points A, C, D are coplanar. Again, we're just showing you that A and B are not coplanar because the line goes outside. If we go back, we can try this out as well. This point goes here, line's inside, so that's good. Line goes outside, not good, not coplanar. Let's look at the next example. Points X and Y can form a line in plane M because they are coplanar. Let's double check. So if I put a line between X and Y, is my black line inside? Yeah. So that means it's coplanar. What about Y, Z? Yeah, they're connected and on the inside, so those are coplanar. And I can make a nice little triangle. XZ. That's inside the triangles, the plane as well, meaning it's coplanar. Okay? Now let me draw a plane. Okay? Now if I drew some dots, let's determine if those are coplanar. And I'll label it A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So, before we even start, what does coplanar mean? They're all inside the plane. And I can draw a line that's inside the plane as well. Okay? Anything on the outside is no coplanar. So let's draw some lines. A to E, that's good. A to C, that's good. A to B, that's good. A to F, I'm crossing the plane, I'm going on the outside, so this one does not work. Let me put this in red. Oof. To show that this does not work. Okay. How about A and D? Draw a line from A and D. It crosses the plane, goes onto the outside, so this doesn't work. Now, they might ask you some questions like, line AB exists on plane C. So let's create the plane first, since it says there is a plane C. And I said lines AB exists in the plane. So if it's in the plane, I'm just going to draw a line. And let's label it A, B. So again, the question asked, line AB is inside plane C. It exists. It lives in this plane. And if you drew something like this, it would be correct. The line's inside, the points are inside. What about if I asked you to draw a plane C again, but this time there were 2 points that were not coplanar and 2 that were. So let's do the first one. 2 points that are not coplanar. So that means they're outside. So I'm just going to draw them outside. A, B. Plane C. Are A and B inside plane C? No. So these points are not coplanar. Let's draw 2 points on the inside. D, F. Are these 2 points coplanar? Yeah. Because if I drew a line inside, it would work. If I try to draw a line to B or to A, it doesn't work. It crosses the plane to go outside. And that's the entire idea of planes and coplanar. Okay? Coplanar points exist on the plane, so on the piece of paper, in that little rectangle, if you will. Generally, it is drawn as a rectangle or parallelogram. Points in the plane are coplanar. Points outside the plane are not. Let's look at some of the homework examples. Determine whether the points can form a line in the given plane. Then write yes or no. So look at this. Are all the points inside the plane? And if I were to draw lines, would those be in the planes? So write yes or no. Same thing here. M, N. So if I drew a line from M to N, would that be coplanar? A, C, B, points A and B. So if I drew a line from A to B, are those coplanar, and does that form a plane? Next one says, draw and label each of the following. 3 collinear points on a plane A. Collinear. If you don't remember what that means, check your notes. Okay? Collinear. Co, together, line. Collinear points. So if you drew a plane, what happens if I draw 3 points that are on the same line? Okay? Pop, pop, pop. 3 coplanar points in plane C. Ln exists in plane M. So remember, this line exists or lives inside plane M. One point that is not coplanar to plane S, it's not coplanar. So where does that point belong? Points D, E, F are collinear in a plane A, but not in plane B. Ooh, we have 2 planes now. So if I drew one plane and I drew another, where do the points D, E, F belong? And this one says collinear, points Q, R, S on plane F. Okay? Try these problems out. Submit your homework. If you have any questions, let me know.